Hello, this is the second part of the narcissistic abuse series. Before I ever entered a narcissistic relationship, I was already a victim of narcissistic abuse. I just didn't realize it at the time. My dad had huge narcissistic traits. My looks were very important to him, even my grades, anything like that. If I looked good, he'd parade me around like I was a trophy. If I didn't, he'd put me down really harshly, sometimes even in front of other people. It was humiliating. He openly complimented other kids and women in front of me, comparing me. He compared me to my cousin, saying she was prettier, wittier, and smarter. It left such a scar in my ego. And my mom, instead of defending me, she would always agree with him. I felt she was scared of him. Sometimes she even asked me to lie to cover his mistakes so she wouldn't face his anger. I grew up learning love meant humiliation, silence, and criticism. The pattern followed me everywhere. My boyfriend did the same thing. Since my first boyfriend, they paraded me around, valuing me for how I looked, how I behaved, not for who I was. Even some of my friends treated me like that, using me more as an accessory than a person. And just like a home, I accepted it because by then I believed that love and friendships were supposed to feel like shit. Even now, I see my dad projecting the same behavior into my daughter. He's proud of her and he loves her. But he says she's blonde and beautiful. And when I cut her hair, well, he's been joking that she's looking ugly. I told him to stop because I know too well the damage that I can do. When I was younger, I wish I stood up to him. Sometimes I did, and I even turned truly violent. This is how eventually I earned his respect, which is sad. But more importantly, I found independence by leaving very young my home. I always had felt so lonely, but I decided to find my own way, my own independence. I was determined to rebuild myself. I love my parents. I think they're the only parents I will always have in this lifetime. They are the best parents I have, and I know they love me in their own way. They really do. They really do. But it still hurts to be loved in a way that is conditional and controlling. And because of this, I grew up people pleasing, accepting respect from teachers and people who wanted to take advantage of me. I don't know if I had a perfect family, if that would have been the same. I just know that some kids were immune to the same abuse I was getting. I was compared to others from these teachers and made to feel very small. And that's abused. And it often sets up as a toxic relationships that looks good at the beginning, but then you realize at the end, anyway, you're not alone. If that resonates with you, you're not alone. Look, I've been there and I'm not like that anymore. I've grown out of it. So please listen to this story, and if it resonates with it, feel free to share it with me. I will compassionately give you an answer, or I would love to read your story. You're not alone. You're worthy to be listened to. And listen, do not blame yourself for everything, because I tend to do that. Even with the most narcissistic people who put a lot of hurdles on my way, I always try to blame myself. There is always a sort of responsibility I want to get, but that's good because you're willing to self grow. At the same time, realize that people are wrong too. You're not the only one wrong here. You're doing your best and you are amazing. You truly are. And compassion is the only way forward for you. You never had that sort of compassion and you deserve it. I feel that's what I'm here for and that's what you're here for. You're here for because we are connected and I love you. So, friends, this is my second part series of the narcissistic abuse I received. I hope you can resonate with it. And if you do, please share and subscribe to this channel. I love you a lot, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.